Hi everyone, I'm Tianyi, and I'm going to represent our group to share our work, Human in the Loop Schema Induction. In the beginning, I'd like to talk about our tasks. So, what is a schema? Simply, you can view it as the development of events in a scenario. For example, if I want to dine in a restaurant, first I need to go to the restaurant, take a seat, then I order food and eat the food. Later on, I pay the bill, and finally, I leave the restaurant. This is a straightforward schema, but schemas can be more complicated than a single sequence. It can incorporate concurrent relation and hierarchical structures, as we show in the right graph. Schemas are very important to understand long documents and to improve the performance on downstream tasks, such as reasoning on the events. For example, we have many documents about the war between Russia and Ukraine. From these documents, we created a schema that contains battle, negotiation, then armistice or another battle, and many other events including causes and consequences, as we show in the middle graph. Having this structured schema, it's much easier for us to answer questions such as why Russia called for a peace talk or what's the result for the negotiation than directly from many relevant documents. I hope this example can persuade you that schema is very important in understanding passages. Then let's talk about the methods. To create a schema, there are mainly two ways. One is by manual work, that is, humans write down the whole schema using their own knowledge. It usually has a high accuracy, but it's very expensive to obtain. Another way is we train some models to automatically extract the involving actions and build schema on that. This is much more prolific, but it's less robust when applied to new data that is out of the scope of the training data. Ideally, we want a schema to be generated both in high quality and high efficiency. Can we achieve this? Thinking about what we have currently. First, we have GPT models which are very strong in background knowledge, so we will be less vulnerable for domain transferring problem. Second, we have limited human force to generate high-quality data. With this observation, we propose to boost human ability with the help of GPT models. In other words, we want GPT to offer candidate materials, and then human judges correct them with their own knowledge. Specifically, we divide a schema generation task into 4 stages. Sequentially, they are step generation, node extraction, graph construction, and node grounding. For each stage, first we require machine to generate the results. Then human corrects on those results. And after that, we send human modified results as the input to the next stage. Here is a flowchart of our approach. We prompt GPT to generate steps, nodes, relations at each stage, as you can see in the purple part. Then, human revision is taken timely and saved as the input for the next stage, as you can see in the yellow part. Now, I'm going to show you how to create a schema with our interface step by step. Welcome to our Schema Induction interface. We designed 4 stages to build a schema from scratch. The first stage is step generation. After typing in a schema scenario, we choose a prompt from templates to generate steps. We can modify and choose the generated steps by clicking it. Usually, we delete the verbose content and redundant steps. The second stage is node extraction. The backend model extracts nodes in subject-verb-object pairs from previous steps. We can modify and choose these nodes later to build a graph. Sometimes we need to check the order of subject and object. Also, we remove the semantically similar nodes. The third stage is graph construction. The backend model automatically builds a simple graph on the previous extracted nodes. The default edges represent a temporal order. We can reorder them easily by dragging and dropping. Also, we can continue to modify the node content. The last stage is node grounding. We map the previous nodes to an ontology. We click on the correctly matched nodes and saved results. Last but not the least, we evaluated our interface on 5 schemas. They are evacuation, ordering food, finding a new job, obtaining medical treatment, and corporate merger. The results are shown in the table. We calculated how many times human modified on each stage, and we found that human made less corrections on the facts. You can see in the green square, and brought much more improvement on reasoning the relations, as you can see in the blue square. This accorded with our assumption that GPT are good at background knowledge, but not very strong in reasoning. Also, we showed the efficiency of our interface for a schema generation task, as you can see in the purple part. That's it. Thanks for listening.